Money is a need for everybody. Some receives a lot. But saves nothing. Some receives a little. But saves something. It's not about how much you have. It's about how you manage.
So, a pleasant afternoon to each and everyone. So, I am Julian S. Buenaobra and I will be your discussant for this day. And we are on the next chapter of our lesson. And our discussion will be all about financial literacy. So, now let's proceed. So, the word finances applies in any dealings with money. Then, literacy refers to competence or knowledge. Therefore, when we put these two together, financial literacy means it is the knowledge and competence of how to deal with money. So that is the basic definition of financial literacy. But now let's proceed to the other definition given by some authors. So according to Kenton 2020, he defined financial literacy as the ability to understand and effectively apply various financial skills, including personal financial management, budgeting, and investing. So that is how Kenton defined financial literacy: the ability to understand and effectively apply various financial skills. And he also added some basic tenet of financial literacy. When we say basic tenet, these are the basic principles. So, so we have a proper budget distribution, track spending, effectively pay off debt, and having a retirement plan. So some other definition. So the National Endowment for Financial Education, or the NEFE, they define financial literacy as the ability to read, analyze, manage, and communicate about the personal financial conditions that affect material well-being. So financial literacy is the key in attaining financial stability through proper financial decision making in terms of budgeting, saving, banking, paying off debts, insurance and tax, and retirement planning. So in addition, Hastings et al. 2013, as cited by Alana and Ignacio 2019, they define financial literacy as number 1, knowledge of financial products. Number 2, knowledge of financial concept. So when we say financial concept, such as inflation, compounding, diversification, credit scores, and so on and so forth. And number 3, having the mathematical skills or numeracy necessary for effective financial decision making. Of course, mathematical skills or numeracy is required to be said that you are a financially literate individual, right? And number 4, being engaged in certain activities such as financial planning. So let's move on to the Economic and Financial Literacy Act, or also known as the Republic Act 10922. So the Philippine government recognizes the role of financial literacy in honing individuals and its contribution in the betterment of the society. So alam naman natin, di ba, na the citizen of a certain country reflects its own country. So kung kunwaring ang mga tao sa isang bansa ay mga financially literate individual, ibig sabihin maganda rin yung financial stability ng bansang yun. So that is the reason why this Republic Act is being implemented, for us to be able to be more aware and expose and enhance our financial literacy as an individual. So, this Republic Act consists of 9 sections. So, basahin na lang natin and isa-isahin na lang natin siya. So, in Section 1, title, this act shall be known as the Economic and Financial Literacy Act. Section 2, Declaration of Policy. It is declared the policy of the state to develop national consciousness on economic and financial literacy by declaring the second week of November of every year as Economic and Financial Literacy Week. So, second week of November every year, doon natin sinaselebrate itong Economic and Financial Literacy Week. In Section 3, participating government agencies. So, to ensure meaningful observance of the Economic and Financial Literacy Week as herein declared, the National Economic and Development Authority or the NEDA shall lead the participation of government agencies. So, ano itong mga government agencies na kasama dito? So, kasama dito yung BSP or Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, DOF or the Department of Finance, DepEd, CHED, and the NYC or the National Youth Commission, and DILG or the Department of Interior and Local Government, and different instrumentalities such as the LGUs and the GOCCS or Government-Owned Controlled Corporations. Section 4, Economic and Financial Literacy of Students and the Youth. So, dahil students and youth yung pinag-uusapan dito, ang mangunguna dito is yung mga educational institutions, kagaya ng DepEd, CHED, and TESDA kasama na rin. So, under ng DepEd, all public and private elementary and secondary schools. And under ng sa CHED, yung mga state and private colleges and universities, and as well as the TESDA. So, they are mandated to conduct consciousness raising and knowledge expanding activities on economic and financial literacy. In Section 5, Communication Arm, so the PIA or the Philippine Information Agency and the Presidential Communications Development and Strategic Planning Office or the PCDSPO, sila yung responsible para mag-disseminate, mag-produce ng mga printed and online materials for economic and financial literacy awareness nating mga individual. And next, Section 6, Private Sector Participation. So, kung sa Section 3 naman, mga government agencies, dito sa Section 6, mga private sector naman yung ini-encourage ng NEDA and with coordination with the Philippine Economic Society or the PES, ini-encourage nila na mag-participate, makipag-coordinate, makipag-collaborate yung mga private sector para sa mga knowledge expanding activities na may kinalaman sa economic and financial literacy. Okay, next, Section 7, Separability Clause. So, if any provision or part hereof is held invalid or unconstitutional, the remainder of the law of the provision not otherwise affected shall remain valid and subsisting. Section 8, Repealing Clause. All laws, decrees, orders, rules, and regulations or parts thereof inconsistent with this act are hereby repealed or modified accordingly. And last, Section 9, Effectivity. So, this act shall take effect 15 days after its publication in the official gazette or in a newspaper or general circulation. So, let's proceed on the last topic of this discussion, the benefits of financial literacy. So, napakaraming benefits makukuha natin sa pagiging financially literate, di ba? So, financial literacy prevents financial abuses which may lead people becoming victim of predatory lending, subprime mortgages, fraud, and high interest rates, which potentially resulting in bad credits, bankruptcy, or foreclosure. Sino ba namang tao dito na gusto bayad ng bayad? Ni halos yung income mo napunta na lahat sa utang. Ayaw naman natin mangyari sa atin yung ganun, di ba? So, maganda na sa pagiging financially literate natin, ma-attain natin yung pagiging or ma-attain natin yung financial success. Financial literacy may impact not just individuals but also national economy as a contributory factor to bad business cycles, low savings rates, and inflation, according to Time 2014. So, syempre sa pagiging financially literate mo, hindi lang naman ikaw yung magbe-benefit dyan eh. Kagaya nga diba ng sinabi ko kanina na the citizen of a certain country reflects its own country. Kung sakaling mga financially literate ang mga tao sa isang bansa, ibig sabihin, magre-reflect din yun sa national economy ng country na yun. Kung hindi naman financially literate yung mga tao sa isang bansa, yun na, may presence yung bad business cycles, low savings rate, and inflation. Di ba? And also according to Time 2014, so students exposed to financial education believe the way they manage money would impact their future. So kaya nga maganda na bata pa lang or sa pag-aaral pa lang, exposed na tayo sa mga sa financial education para in our future, alam na nating i-manage yung sarili nating pera at ma-attain natin yung financial success or financial stability na tinatawag. So, being financially literate made so many people reach the peak of financial success. So, ayun nga yun. Okay, Logan Alec, owner of Money Done Right, listed some of the benefits for being a financially literate individual. So, it is based on his own experience, ha. So, number 1, ability to recognize a bad financial deal. So, totoo naman, di ba, na if you are a financially literate individual, you know how to recognize if you are having a bad financial deal. Let's put in a scenario. For example, meron kayong business negotiation and alam mo na siya lang yung magbe-benefit yun na, siya lang yung magbe-benefit. So, from that, alam mong iwasan yung mga ganung bad financial deals. Kasi nga, financial literate ka. Di ba? Okay, number 2, lower the cost you pay for your bills since you make less financial mistakes. Okay, for example, umutang ka ng pera and then na-realize mo na yung inutang mong pera is naging triple, naging doble yung binayad mo dun sa pinag-utangan mo. So, lugi ka, di ba? So, tumaas yung binayaran mo ngayon. So, if you are a financially literate individual, alam mo na kailangan magbayad agad para hindi na tumaas pa yung interest ng binabayaran mo. And number 3, peace of mind that comes from knowing you're planning for retirement. Okay, peace of mind. Kasi, di ba, alam naman natin na pag retired ka na, wala ka ng trabaho, wala ka ng source of income. So, if you are a financially literate individual, ready ka, nakapagplano ka, na even if you don't have work anymore, meron ka pa ring pera, meron ka pa ring nasusustain mo pa rin yung mga basic necessities mo in your life, di ba? Tsaka, alam ko naman na maraming iba pang marami pang benefits ng pagiging financially literate individual. So, kailangan na maging ganun din tayo para din sa sarili natin to eh. And syempre, mag-reflect din to sa national economy natin para makatulong din tayo sa sarili nating bansa. So, that would be all for our discussion. I hope you learned something from this, and thank you to my fellow Social Studies 3D for listening, and have a good day.
When we get our money, it's good to save, it's good to share, yeah. We'll share and save and spend smart too. We'll share and save and spend smart too. We'll share and save and spend smart too with you, yeah.